Hello guys, and welcome back. Welcome back to a video which is going to be mostly about charging, and specifically about getting this thing to work not only as a charger for the main battery but as a DC to DC converter to charge the 12 volt battery. So as you may have seen in one of my previous videos, I really struggled for a long time to try and make the Nissan Leaf onboard charger charge the battery. I was able to get it to charge the 12 volt battery, but I wasn't able to make it charge the main traction battery, and that was a problem. So I had to do something about it, and what I did was I bought this. Now, let you see what that is. It's a AC charger from a Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV, PHEV. So this is the plug-in hybrid, Mitsubishi plug-in hybrid charger. I think it's 2 or 3 models of car use the same charger, but this one came from an Outlander. Now, this thing was relatively simple to get working as a DC charger, in other words, to charge the 12 volts. Basically, to make that happen, all you had to do was, I had to get one of these connectors. Thankfully got one off eBay. Get one of these connectors, plug it into the socket there, the low voltage socket, and put 12 volts onto it, put a 12 volt sense cable to the battery and a 12 volt trigger or switch cable to it, and away it went, charging no problem. So charging the 12 volt battery was easy. Getting the AC charging working is a slightly bigger issue. What I have over here is, this is the charger socket that was originally in the Nissan Leaf, and I've extended the cable, as you can see, is coming down and goes under the car and back up here. That is it's a granny charger plugged into it at the moment, and as you can see, the ready and the power light are on. So first thing I had to figure out was the connections in this socket, this one here. I had to figure out which is the live, which is the neutral, which is the earth, and then this socket I had to figure out which is the CP, which is control pilot, and which is a PP, which is proximity pilot. And once I got that sorted out and properly labelled and got it all connected, we were able to get the lights on us that you can see there. So we've got ready and power, but it's still not charging the battery at the moment. The main battery voltage is between 350.9 and 351. So I had it charging earlier, so it's probably drifting down slightly. So that's at 351ish, and this is at, that's the 12 volt battery is at 12.8. So I'm going to show you now what happens when I turn this all on. Just make sure, right? Okay, that's the 12 volt, the switch for the 12 volt to activate the 12 volt charging, and this is the ignition switch that turns everything on, basically, same as it did for the main inverter. So if I click that, we should hear the clicks of the contactors, and so we should now have full DC voltage going down to the charger. And if I want to start the AC charging, I need to plug in this Arduino Due. So I'll just move it over a bit. So I just have it on a power socket here, so I'll plug it in. So you see the lights have come on the Arduino, and the voltage is now 351.3 and rising. So that is the AC charger is charging the DC, the main DC battery. So that's brilliant. That was a real big step. Trying to get the software running on the Arduino to make it work. Yeah, I'm not very good with Arduino, so that was a big thing for me. So, but at the moment the main battery is still 12.5, so I shall flick the switch, and you see it goes up to 14.3, 14.4 thereabouts. So that, I think it's about 14.4. I think that meter's probably a bit off. But anyway, that is everything being charged by the Mitsubishi charger. And as you can see, it's small and neat and fits very nicely. So really, really pleased. This was a massive step for me. I spent weeks trying to get the Nissan charger to work and just gave up in the end. This one took me 2 or 3 days to get it going. There was a few threads on the internet that gave me the information I needed, although trying to get that into sort of a idiot's guide wasn't easy. Yes, it took me a wee while to get that going, but to get that sorted. But there you go, 351.6 and rising. 14.3 or 14.4, stable. So everything is working as it should. And this is showing the same as it did before. Those lights going. I have one of these things here. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. I don't want to leave this on for too long because I don't have any cooling going through it, and I'm assuming it has cooling for a reason, so I'll not leave it on too long. But to say that I'm pleased to get that working is a massive understatement. Wow, what a big step. So pleased. So anyway, thanks for watching, and bye for now. And for those of you curious to know what current we're charging at, we're getting 6 amps DC. It's showing 9 amps AC and 6 amps DC. 6 times 3 is, that's about 2 kilowatts, give or take. 6 times 350, whatever that is. Alright.